Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Assessment Solutions lecture for the HTML Level 1 section. Let's get right to it by hopping to Atom Text Editor in our browser. Okay, here I have the Atom Text Editor in my browser, and I have two files open. One is the actual exercise file, this HTML Level 1 assessment, and I have this basics.html file open here in another tab. And that's what I'm going to be editing to try to match what the exercise file looks like. So let's take it step by step. The first thing I notice here in the exercise file is that my tab says exercise title. And that's a little hint that we have to actually put in a title here. So let's match that up. We'll say exercise title, save, and then refreshing this, now I see exercise title and it matches the exercise. And then we can continue on with the rest of the body of the HTML. And here we have welcome to my website. And hopefully you're able to recognize that that's a heading 1. So we'll say welcome to my website there. And then we have a paragraph that says I'm excited to eventually learn Django. So let's add that in. I'm excited to, we'll just say learn Django. And let's add a couple more lines to the body. I'm going to collapse the directory tree so we get a little more room here to see. Great. And then here is a little bit trickier. It says here is the link to the official Django website. And hopefully you remember from the attributes lecture that I can use an anchor tag to actually put in a link. And an anchor tag just looks like an A. Whoops, not a capital A, just a lowercase a. And we need to add our href. So that's going to be a link to the official website. So let me put that in. That's going to be https://www.djangoproject.com. And if you needed a reference for that, all you had to do was click on that link and then mark down the URL. And then I want to add in the actual text. And I can do this on multiple lines instead of just one single long line. It's really up to you. But we'll say here is a link to the official Django website. I'm going to save that and then refresh my basics.html, and so far it's looking pretty good. The reason it's larger right now is because I'm more zoomed in, and that's just for clarity. So I could zoom in here and see more detail. That way it's a little easier for you, the student, to view my screen. So that's all the difference in the actual sizing, but the actual elements themselves are still the same. And then we have another paragraph that says, here's a picture of the Python logo. Let's add that in. And we can tell it's another paragraph because it's starting on a new line or a new block. So we'll say, here is a pic of the Python logo. And then I want to add in a picture here. And remember, to add in a picture or an image, we use an image tag. And that's just going to be img. And here's our image tag. And what we need is a source for this image tag. And what you can do is just use Google Images to find that source. So I will open up a new tab to Google Images and search for Python logo, which looks something like this. And I can select any of these. And I just click on this. I click on View Image, and then just copy and paste this into my source. So let me save that and refresh this. And here's the picture of the Python logo. Looks like everything's matching correctly. Now let's come back here and continue on with the rest of the body. So I have my image set up, and now I have another paragraph that says, here are 3 reasons Django is cool. And notice here we have an ordered list. And remember, for an ordered list, we just type OL, and then each element in the list is an LI, or a list element. And I'm just going to paraphrase here. I'll say it's because it's fast, secure, and the last one will be scalable. And I'm saving a lot of time just by using the auto-completion of Atom Text Editor. So let's save that, refresh our basics page, and here we can see the ordered list is now included. And then finally, the bonus optional extra credit was, can you figure out how to make a picture a link? And basically what we have to do is combine an anchor tag with an image tag. So usually with the anchor tags, we had an href to the actual website link, and then we had some text. What we're going to do is, instead of text here, put in an image tag. And hopefully you're able to figure it out. If you weren't able to, it's not a big deal. You will learn now. I'll put in the anchor tag, And the href I want is again to the actual Django project website. So I can just copy and paste this from that first link. There we go. And then inside of this anchor tag, instead of text, I want to put in an actual image tag. So I will say img, there's my image, and the source is going to be this Django. So I'll just come back to Google Images and search here for Django logo. And here's a Django logo. It doesn't really matter which one you use. Click on either one of them, click View Image, and then copy this and paste it in as the source. Save this. Let's reload our basics.html. And here I have a very large image, but that's okay. Later on, we'll learn how to resize images. But if I click on that image, the important part is it takes me to https www.djangoproject.com. And that's basically all you had to do. Hopefully, you felt comfortable enough that you could recognize what type of elements were in a website and duplicate them in your own HTML file. That's really the point of this exercise, being able to look at a website, a very basic website, and say, oh, I know what I can do in HTML to reproduce that. All right, that's it for HTML level 1. It should have been pretty straightforward and pretty basic as far as everything we've covered. Coming up next in the sections is HTML level 2, where we're going to learn even more about HTML so we can know enough to lead into CSS, which will allow us to then style the HTML. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you at the next section of the course.